Hey guys, Troy Dooley, the Beachside CEO, and literally I'm just hanging out, having a blast, chilling this Memorial Day weekend. Man, I tell you, being home is always awesome, but being home when you can celebrate your freedoms, when you can actually sit there and say, man, I am so blessed for the men and women that sacrifice, that are out there training. Matter of fact, my son-in-law right now just landed in Paris Island this week. He is literally starting the same course that I went down back when I was younger than him. I was 17, he's 22, and literally has joined the Marine Corps. I'm proud of him, and he's going through boot camp, and if he makes the crucible at the end of that 12 weeks period, then I can call him a Marine. I'm excited about that. But I'm here today to talk about the Forex trading markets, the IML, International Markets Live, iMarkets Live as they like to call themselves. I want to talk about this today because when I took them on as a client, I got to tell you, I was perplexed. I had to fly to Vegas, meet with Christopher Terry. I'll never forget this. We're in his beautiful condominium. It overlooks the strip, just beautiful. But he's got like 6 monitors or something set up, and he's going through things. He's sharing it with me. I'm asking questions. Literally what I thought would be a quick interview, hour and a half, all day long we were there, getting to know each other. He was going through, I was asking questions because I just didn't understand what I didn't understand. And if you guys hear the planes, y'all know I live in Destin. We live right by the airport, so we got planes flying in and out. But this is important to me because so many times people say, Troy, are we sure about these companies? You know, can you tell me that they're 100% legit, that I can join them and everything's going to be fine? And let me tell you right now, I can't tell you that about any company. But here's what I can tell you a little bit about Christopher Terry and IML. Their legal team. They brought in Spencer Reese and his partners to help guide them in things. And when they did that, they literally scrapped their old comp plan, scrapped the whole business model and redid it. Lost tens of thousands, if not more, of people that were there, not because they wanted to learn how to be Forex gurus, if you will, not because they wanted to understand. They just thought they could make a quick buck in a pyramid type deal. And Christopher said, that's not what I'm hearing. If I've done something wrong, I want to fix it. And so they went through and they cleaned house, cleaned up a compensation plan, cleaned up their marketing, brought in really good software providers to do some stuff, and then brought on guys like Alec Morton and some of these others to help guide them, people that understood the demographics they were looking at. But as I sat there with Chris that day, and he started showing me how the Forex trading works, how it's a 24/7 market. And my own due diligence, I found it's the largest trading market in the world, $4.9 trillion a day in currency. And you may say, well, I don't get that. What's the need for that? Well, we hear sometimes people talking about this in politics, but I went a little closer. In the past, I've owned some feed mills. I understand the grains and commodities a little bit. So I went and I realized if you take a company like Cargill, who's one of, if not the largest trader of cottons and corns and soybeans and all that, when those guys buy everything, they've got to know that they can ship that as an export to different countries. And they've got to be able to understand what the Forex trading market is. What are they going to be doing? Because if the exchange is wrong, they get screwed. Now, I took it a little bit deeper because I started looking at direct selling companies that are international. And as I started studying the public financials of companies like USANA, companies like Tupperware, you start to realize that some months, some quarters, they're really doing well. And in other quarters, they say, hey, we had to take a write down because of the currency exchange. And it's like, wow. So that got me concerned because I'm thinking, I don't know if this is a good play, man, with a direct selling, because we're just dealing with average Americans. And Chris said, I want you to start studying average Americans in a little different light. He goes, Troy, if you look at the rise of cryptocurrencies, he goes, you look at the day traders that are out there, he goes, you look at the people that are out of jobs, he goes, man, they need to be able to literally take control of their lives, and this is an easy way to do it. He goes, but it's so high risk that if they're not educated right, they're going to get messed up. And he said, my goal is to educate people right. Well, man, in the last 9 months that I've known Chris Terry, he's dropped 50 pounds himself. I saw him the other day. I said, what the heck is going on? He said, dude, if I'm going to be in front of people, I need to be walking my walk. He goes, I knew I wasn't living my life right. I was partying, having a blast. And I don't mean illegal partying. I mean, he's just out with his people, man. They're flying all over. They had, I think, 2,000 in Trinidad. They've got 3,000 planning on being in Orlando. They had 2,000 in in Atlanta. They've got thousands coming. So he's on stage. He's working late. He's kind of like one of those old evangelists who used to run around preaching all the time. You get done preaching, you go out and you eat, and next thing you know, you put on some weight. So he's dropped 50 pounds. And I said, Chris, why do you keep doing this? He said, at the end of the day, he goes, it's not even about the Forex trading. He goes, it's about helping people change their lives. He goes, I'm watching people who, he goes, Troy, they didn't know what they were going to do. They knew their job was coming to an end or their wife's job was coming to an end. And he goes, we've been able to help get them extra money that they're looking for. He goes, by teaching them how to trade and how to do it correctly and not to over leverage themselves. I said, okay, I hear what you're saying. But I said, what's your ratios right now? He said, well, he goes, after the cleanup, after Spencer came in and did his magic, he goes, we have now 9,000 active IBOs, independent business owners out there, marketing our software, marketing our TV, marketing our training. I said, okay. And he goes, but here's the cool part. He goes, we have almost 20,000 customers. He goes, this isn't about your typical go build a network. He goes, literally, our people get so excited. He goes, they have no problem talking to friends and family and anybody they come in contact with because people are hungry on Main Street to be able to take control of their destinies. I said, man, that's pretty powerful. And I'm a long ways. I'm still learning this Forex stuff, but I'm totally impressed with a company that is willing to scrap it all. And that's exactly what Chris did. He just scrapped it all and said, I want to start from scratch because I don't want to ever make a mistake. So can I tell you that IML is perfect? Absolutely not. Can I tell you that a regulators wouldn't come in and look at them? I can't tell you that at all. But what I can tell you is that the founder of this company has put compliance, he's put accountability, he's put doing what's right for people ahead of the profits. And that's cost him a lot of money. But I think that at the end of the day, that's what it's about. When you care about your people and you care about the ones that you're serving that much, the sky's the limit on where you can take it. And now he's brought in a young crew. Alex Morton he's kind of leading the charge on training and motivating and educating people right. He's got some other men and women he's brought in to really put in a team that he believes will allow them to go to 10 million by next year, 100 million in the next 5 years. Right now they're doing about 3.5, 4 million a month. I mean, they're really cranking it up, and he's proud of his numbers, let me tell you. And I'm proud of him. I mean, I tell you, for a Yankee, he's all right. I like him. Hey, folks, live life like it's an epic adventure. Stay dangerous, stay strong, and if you're in network marketing, act like it.